Welcome to the fucking
Welcome
pod.
to
Sorry, I wasn't gonna do it. I was just gonna say welcome podcast.
Welcome to Creatively Unbalanced. Don't Six.
You said it.
5,
4,
4,
3, 2,
1.
let's go. Let's ride. Broncos country. Let's ride.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck, you didn't even say it.
I don't even like you guys.
Alright.
I thought we'd start the potty
So-
with
With some funnies.
potty. We can't go potty.
They're like, yeah, I'm clicking
Just stretch
off
my
this
laughs out, you know what I mean?
Beer.
Guns.
America.
Football.
Forward F1.
Wet
Four.
spaghetti.
Wait,
You're
Never get
driving
confused.
Ford. You know when you like to
Girlfriend
drive
has
Ford.
a twin sister, you get confused and fuck your dad.
That was madness.
Alright.
Alright. So
All AFC teams?
Yeah, so here's what I was thinking. I have got a top 10 list that'll blow your guys' asses off.
So are you doing ranking the top 10 AFC teams?
No, I'm only going to do 5. I'm going to do
The
5
top
AFC,
5 and top
5 NFC.
Okay, that's fine.
So we're doing top 5 AFC, top 5 NFC
Boom,
teams that we
explosions.
think.
Alright. Alright. Yeah, let me start this off. Alright, so I'm going to start with the AFC, which is my division, I guess. It is the one that I know the most about. When I was doing the NFC, it was shocking to me how much I actually had to research about the NFC. They're like the college compared to the AFC.
No, the fuck they're not.
No, they're not.
You guys have like a top 10.
The NFC is the hardest division in the NFL.
The last
No.
like 10 years.
What's the record of AFC
what?
versus NFC?
It's gonna be
Those Super Bowls?
abysmal.
Well, the Patriots won 6.
Exactly. AFC like crazy. And I
No,
think
it
the
was the
Chiefs-
NFC. We looked it up earlier at work.
Well, that's just of all time, which is a crazy fact. I think it was like what 27 to 25.
It was super close. I mean, they were like the
Within
NFC.
two.
The NFC was up by 2.
Yeah, whatever it was.
My point.
Anyways, what's your top 5, I guess?
All right, so
Start with
that was-
number 5.
I'm gonna start with AFC number 5. Ugh, this sucks because I had it. I guess I won't put the Broncos in this one.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Rip.
All right, so I did. I did the Ravens with Lamar Jackson. So the way I did this was, you pick the best team that you think is gonna come up, and then I picked the best player that they need to build around. So you got kind of a 2-parter on this one.
Did you do that?
No.
I didn't either.
Ooh, I'm kind of
Plays an AFC guy, so we'll let him have it.
kind of. I also did it for the NFC too. My bad. Might be good.
5.
Number 5, Ravens.
Why?
Mainly because of Lamar Jackson. So this goes back and forth what I was
What's he
talking
do?
about.
Yeah.
Listen to this. So the Ravens have one of the best run games, one of the best tight ends, and hopefully,
Mark Andrews.
yeah, Mark Andrews, and then hopefully one of the best wide receivers coming up. So,
Who's their running back?
J.K. Dobbins.
I know they have a Odell and
And
They
they
can
just
do that,
drafted that
Odell?
new kid.
Yeah.
So they've had a really
Flowers,
good fit.
isn't it?
But I think the reason why I put them as number 5 is because of Lamar Jackson.
Oh,
If he
yeah,
has a
for sure.
complete, healthy season this year, I think he'll be dominant.
Oh, 100%.
I
Mhm.
did have them flipping flopped with the Dolphins with Jalen Waddle and Tua because they were lights out in the beginning of the season
Well, and
last year.
Tyreek Hill.
And Tyreek Hill, yeah. But I think Jalen Waddle is the best. That's number 6. I won't even talk about that. Let's go to number 4, the Bills with Josh Allen.
Yeah.
And number 4.
Here's why I put them at number 4.
Really?
Here's why I put them at number 4. I just think that they have too
Number
many.
4?
I think they have too many question marks with their team, and they don't have like that finish. I don't know what it is about the Bills, but they just don't finish games. They just end up getting pooped on by whoever they go against. And the best player, obviously, Josh Allen. He's fucking awesome.
I'm excited to
And-
see your top 3.
I know. But for whatever reason, they don't give Josh Allen help? Like, why didn't they go after a stud running back so he can stop bulldozing three
Yeah.
guys and putting himself into danger?
I can
I-
see that.
I like the Bills. I think they're awesome, but I don't know. There's something about them where they just don't finish. Just like the Bengals last year, playing in their stadium, they end up getting beat. That's
can see that.
crazy to me. So number 3 might shock you guys. I put the Jags with Trevor Lawrence.
You put Jags at number 3.
Hey, this is my prediction about the top 5 teams.
I'm gonna throw up.
I put the Jags. You saw what they did the end of the season and what they did in the playoffs. I think the Jags are number 3, mainly because of Trevor Lawrence. And they've done a great job drafting. Their draft class, right after Trevor Lawrence getting that pass rusher, lights out. Great pick. I think their defense is strong. I think their offense is extremely strong. I think their running back is extremely strong. I think they have nothing but a good team. And Christian Kirk, by the way, people shit on Christian Kirk a lot. That was a
I
great
like him.
pickup. Great
They
pickup
kind
by
of
the
overpaid
Jags.
him, I think. But
Sure, but he got his.
yeah.
Good for him. Anyway, number 3, Jags. Number 2, Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes. He's fucking lights out, dude.
Who is your number 1?
Yeah. You didn't put Chiefs at 1.
No,
Wow.
I hate the Chiefs. I'm from the AFC West.
Bias.
100%. I don't disagree with you, but I think Patrick Mahomes is incredible. But I think Joey Burrow and the Bengals are fucking better.
Well, that's if Joe Mixon comes back from the legal stuff, right?
Sure,
Yeah.
but even then, you still have Joe Burrow who is setting up those
Patrick
wins.
Mahomes.
I don't disagree. They're
I
both
could
incredible.
see this. I mean, I could
Yeah,
see the Chiefs
yeah.
being 2 and Bengals being 1 just because
But you also have
You know,
Andy
Bengals
Reid.
just got
The
that great
Chiefs-
pass rusher.
the Chiefs only lost, or the Bengals only lost to the Chiefs 1 time in like the past 4 meetups.
Yep,
Yeah.
and they
So, I mean-
just got the best left tackle in the
Yeah,
game.
Orlando Brown.
Yes.
Yeah,
So I put Bengals number 1 because I expect them and I hope them
I do too.
that they get to the AFC,
I do too.
that they take over the entire thing. I want the Broncos too, obviously, and I put them at number 8 on the list, so they're the 8th best team out of the AFC.
I think they're like 13.
That's crazy. Who do you think's better? Who do you think's better? Patriots, Texans, Raiders, Titans, Browns, Colts.
I think Titans.
No, I shouldn't have. That's your opinion. Stupid.
Titans. Browns. I think the Browns are better just because they have Nick Chubb
Next up,
And
awesome.
Miles Garrett.
and Myles Garrett.
And Deshaun Watson.
Watson, yeah.
We had Russell Wilson, Javonte Williams, Randy Gregory.
You can't be biased with these lists.
I can't be biased. It's my list. I picked it. Let's see your guys' AFC.
Okay.
Here we
list.
go.
Okay,
You go.
here's mine at. So,
Trevor Lawrence can be great though. He's fucking awesome.
I don't know.
He throws a lot of picks,
Yeah,
bro.
he does.
Dude, I hear that a lot about Trevor Lawrence, but he
He
threw a lot of
does.
picks because of that last game that he played.
It was a big game.
It was,
It
and
was.
a lot of them were just bad bounces. You got
There was 2 of them that were bad, but the other 2 were right to the people, bro. He threw like 4
One was right
picks.
to somebody. Anyway, let's get to Brody's.
I like Trevor Lawrence, just
Alright.
so everyone knows.
Oh, he's a hater.
I'm not a hater. I
He's
just
a
put him
bum.
at 5.
One spot behind me,
Yeah,
scumbag.
Fuck me.
My list is
God.
sweet and to the point.
How sweet.
Number 5, I have the Dolphins / the Jaguars, and
What?
it's
You're
There's
doing
2.
slashes? You can't do slashes.
okay. Then the Dolphins. Okay, I'll put Dolphins at number 5, Jags at 6,
Why
but
Dolphins at 5?
because they
Better
have
team,
Tyreek
better
Hill, they
coach.
have Jalen Waddle, they have Tua, they have. I mean, so
Mike
he been
McDaniels
coach?
is the head coach.
yeah.
Doug
And so, I
Peterson
mean-
is the coach for the
Who
Jags.
cares about Doug Peterson?
Doug Peterson.
He's washed.
He's a Super Bowl winning coach.
In his prime.
There's no prime. It's not like his age is weighing down his brain. Are you insane?
Anyways, and then the reason I did that is because they do have a lot of talent, just not a lot of experience. And when I say experience, how many times has Tua gone to the playoffs? How many times has Jalen Waddle been to the playoffs? Tyreek
Yeah.
Hill, he's been to the Super Bowl many a times, but I mean, how can a wide receiver carry the team? He's so limited to what he can do because he has to have a quarterback
He
who can do it.
shreds defenses.
He
though.
does, but you know you have to have a healthy quarterback who can do it, and you can't have 3 different quarterbacks thrown at you in a season.
If Tua and stays healthy, I think they have a solid
Yeah.
season.
Last year they were lights
They
out.
were until
Lights
Tua just
out.
fucking. I don't.
But I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna watch that.
And so I have Dolphins at 5. At 4, okay. I kind of did the same thing you did.
Oh,
At 4, I have the Bills.
Oh, really?
And so the
Okay.
reason I have the Bills at 4 is because they just need to finish. They don't fucking do any like they're
I
so
completely agree.
during the
I
regular
completely
season
agree.
they're gorgeous. They're fucking oh my god, they're gonna win
But
the Super Bowl.
playoffs, like,
And so they don't finish, and this has been back since fucking
The
Jim
Chiefs.
Kelly was quarterback.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
fucking 4 Super Bowls in a row that they lost. So I mean, they never finish, and that's like their culture, and so they need to get out of that culture.
It is their culture.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
built in the DNA.
We're good
And
for
so-
losing.
At 3, I have the Chargers, and the reason I have the Chargers is because you
Chargers do have a lot of good
Yeah,
pieces, bro.
and you think about Justin
And a
Herbert.
lot of their defense was hurt last year.
Yeah, Justin Herbert.
You
He's
guys
had a
had not-
terrible offensive coordinator. Well, guess who came in? Keelan Moore. He's the Dallas Cowboys
Kellen
offensive
Moore?
coordinator.
Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, you just have not been watching the Chargers your entire life. They fucking suck. I don't know what it is about the Chargers.
They do blow leads.
They suck.
Okay, but the thing is,
They have Trevor or what's his
Justin
name? Justin
Herbert.
Herbert, and he sucks.
I don't
He'd be
know.
great
I-
everywhere.
They have Austin Eckler. They
Yeah.
have,
Yes.
Well, no, they just didn't they just lose.
Did
Austin
you see
Eckler?
they lead? They blew.
Who do they have now? Is it Austin Eckler?
It is Austin Eckler, yeah.
Okay, I thought they traded him.
No, they could, and they would just suck for that. They
Okay,
suck
but-
for all reasons.
I think that with a new offensive coordinator, someone that Justin Herbert can connect with, and someone who's been around a winning, franchise and a winning offense. I think that
Oh no!
I think that they have a really good shot of making it deep into the playoffs this year, and so I think they're gonna have a better season than the Bills.
I like that take. I guarantee they regress.
You think so? I almost put the Vikings, but I think they're gonna regress.
The Vikings are NFC.
Yeah,
I know.
and I guarantee they regress. I thought the same thing when I was doing my NFC ones. I think the Vikings
Wait,
are
so
regress.
wait.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
That's the
okay,
team that I
that
thought
was
of when
the
I heard regressing.
Yeah.
Okay, and so then at number 2, I have the Bengals, and it's just because they're consistent. They hit on the same levels. They do everything consistently, and so I really like Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase's connection with each other. I think that's kind of
Yeah.
like a Julian Edelman and Tom Brady, and so I really think that they have what it takes to make it to the Super Bowl again.
Oh, for sure.
And
yeah.
then at 1, Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Because they're the Super Bowl
Bobby.
champions. Patrick Mahomes always finds a way to pull something out of his
Fucking
ass.
incredible.
Yeah,
He
and
is.
so I don't know how
He
the
is.
fuck he does it, but he always
Pisses
does.
me off.
It
Every
does.
time I see the Chiefs win, I'm like, these motherfuckers, bro.
So I have Chiefs at 1.
I was
Not happy
low-
to say it,
Yeah.
but
they
Chiefs
are.
at 1.
I was low key
Mhm.
going for the Eagles the entire game. I was like, God, just pull it out. Pull it out.
I was going for the Chiefs. I just
I
could not
couldn't
let
watch
the
it.
Eagles win.
I couldn't. I didn't. I just didn't
It
care.
was
I
disgusting.
hope it was a tie.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Neither
Just
one
tie.
wins. God.
Both of you got COVID. You can't come in. Just
yeah.
stop.
Who's your NFC?
Well, who's your
Wait,
AFC?
who's your AFC, my guy?
Did you do AFC?
We go AFC, AFC, AFC.
And then
Oh.
NFC.
Didn't you do NFC?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Mine.
He's wrong.
My top 5. So at number 5, I got the Chargers.
All
I-
NFC fans
I
say
do-
that. Every NFC
I
fan.
do.
Chargers, they're so good.
I just think they're
They're
stacked,
so
bro.
good.
I thought about putting
Khalil
the
Mack,
Broncos.
Joey Bosa,
Yeah.
like
I thought about putting the
They're
Broncos on my
insane.
top 5 just to be nice to Clay. And
Broncos
I was like, I can't. I
Broncos
can't
is
type this.
safe
I can't
pick.
either.
They're gonna go nowhere but up.
Well, after,
But we'll save
I
that
hope
for our
so.
next. We'll save that for mini camp, May 8th.
All right, number 4. I got the Browns.
Yeah, you're fucking drunk.
Gross.
No,
He's
I'm
had a
just saying-
couple of too many beers.
just look at their team. They got like
Deshaun
Deshaun
Watson's fucking
Watson,
terrible.
Nick Chubb,
Deshaun Watson's a bust.
Miles
He
Garrett.
can be a bust. He cracked. I mean, he was awesome for like 3 years.
Like their team's actually pretty stacked, and I just think they could have a pretty good season. We'll see, but that's my number 4. Number 3, Bills. I mean, it's pretty
Same
easy.
thing?
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
And then number 2.
Wait, why Bills so low?
Bills at number 3?
Yeah, why we
They're
choose
a
Bills?
top 3 team.
They're
I
top 3.
agree, but why not number 1?
Because you have the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Why not
Can't
number
replace
the
the
Bengals.
Chiefs. Yeah.
They just seem like they're not as good as everybody else.
Yeah, I
It's
just
like
feel
in
like,
two different
something
tiers.
about
It's like the
them.
Bengals, Chiefs.
like
and
the
then
first
everybody
half,
else.
though, I feel like they're so good. And then, like, the second half, it just... Like, if the first half ended the game, they'd win. But
Yeah.
they can't figure it out in the second half. I have the Bengals at number 2. Joe Mixon, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. Easy pick. And number 1, of course, the fucking Chiefs. So
I fucking hate the Chiefs.
I'm really excited for the NFC.
all those Chiefs fans, who's your second favorite player?
Oh,
we
like Patrick Mahomes.
What state are they from?
Yeah, you guys are really good. What do you say?
Kansas?
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes' favorite all time.
Kind of the best Chief that's ever played.
Yeah, but I couldn't name any single other player on that team.
Tony Gonzalez?
Who's your center? I've been a fan of them since I was 3.
Yeah, exactly.
I was born with a Chiefs jersey on, and I'll die with one on.
I was born with Mahomes jersey on.
Yeah.
I always knew he was going to become a Chief.
Yeah.
That first year of Alex Smith, I was there. I was rooting for him.
It was his middle school jersey.
Oh, yeah. It was his practice jersey. I had that shit on.
NFC now?
Yeah, let's go to the
Let's
NFC.
go.
So, as an AFC fan, this one was a really hard one for me. I think number 1.
No, do 5.
Oh, I'll start up with number 5. Yeah, you're right. So sorry, bro. That was so nasty.
What is this podcast?
I had to get it
God,
out.
what is
I had to get it out. I'm so sorry.
This is just gonna be used for fucking shorts.
Yeah. I don't know if we posted this.
Yeah.
What do you mean, God?
It's all good. It was
Sorry,
one-
Lions. We're
it was
recording.
one bird.
We're like 45 minutes in.
It was literally 6
I'm kidding.
minutes.
I'm gonna
It's been
record.
6
I'm
minutes.
recording
Oh
now.
my god. And I'm gonna turn and burp in Colby's face by trying to come
I burped over Jesus, relax. It was a burp.
Carbonation is by the beat.
Man, it was a lot of beers. That was rough. All right, number 5 NFC team, starting with Clay. Let's go with the Seattle Seahawks. I put number 5.
So low.
No, not low enough.
I don't.
Not low enough.
I
did
bet he
this
has
to
him
feel
at
happy about
number
you.
1.
Damn right.
Oh my
Seattle
God.
at number 1.
Ow.
No, I don't. Continue with your rocket list.
This is why I put Seattle there. You know how I've been doing the best player to build around? I don't think there's a best player to build around with Seattle. There's really not.
DK.
I mean
Why
DK,
not
but
DK?
what I'm saying is like someone who's like insanely talented, who can really carry that
DK.
team to the next. DK can
DK.
carry a team.
Kenneth Walker.
Ken Walker
Bobby
can't go.
Wagner.
All right, you're a Seattle fan. You're
Bobby's
so biased.
washed though.
All
No,
right.
he's not. He had a career high in tackles last
This
year
is-
as a Ram. He's fucking old as shit. He had a career total of tackles, and he's in his 13th season.
Well, too bad Kenneth Walker isn't even that good.
Oh my god! All right, next, whatever.
This is what I was gonna say.
Joking.
I was gonna say there's no real player that I could find, but what they're kind of like the Broncos of like 2 years ago.
Don't fucking say that.
Their team is so strong that they're a quarterback away, and I think
They're not a quarterback away.
That's what I was gonna say. I think what you're gonna realize is you guys are gonna sign Geno Smith like you did, and you're gonna realize that you guys are not that good.
He led the league in passer rating last year.
All right.
They also went 8-8 or 8-9.
And
What did
and
they
the
do?
NFC
9
division
and-
is
9
so
and-
weak.
9-8, yeah.
You're just
We-
playing
we
against
lost-
teams that aren't.
Our
have a
division
heart.
is not weak.
Last year division.
You're telling me
They didn't have Matthew Stafford last year though.
Still,
They didn't have
we had to
most
play the
teams.
49ers. We had to play all these fucking teams. The NFC is the hardest.
no,
division.
it is not.
Yes, it
it's
is.
the AFC right now.
Just because there's 4 teams in the AFC that are powerhouses.
No, there's like 6
Continue.
or 7. It might be 10. Anyway,
I think you got AFC bias though.
you're not wrong. Just like I think you guys have NFC bias. You guys think it's nuts, but it's just like.
What?
We have
What's me
Oh,
about the NFC?
I hate to play the Rams and the
for
Cardinals
the
every
longest
year.
time.
For the
we
longest
had to
time,
play
though.
the Eagles, the 49ers,
The
Aaron
Eagles
Rod-
have been
The
terrible.
Cowboys.
Aaron Rodgers, and the Green Bay Packers.
Terrible. They're bad
The
in the
Vikings.
postseason.
The LA Rams.
The Vikings are awful.
The
The Rams
Saints.
are just.
Yeah, the Saints. The
The
Giants.
Saints are not that good.
We're saying, okay, outside of last year, the Rams were an 8-win team. Seattle was an 11-win team. The Niners were a 12-win team. No, 13-win team. And the fucking Rams were a 12 or 13-win team.
Cardinals.
What?
You didn't say the Cardinals.
Right? The Cardinals were like a 8-win team.
With who? Who was their quarterback?
Kyler? Wait, what year?
Years ago.
No, I'm talking about like the last 3 years. Like the Rams, Niners,
Okay, but then.
Seattle, and 49ers have
So
been
for
like
the
the
last
best
3 years,
division.
The
Let me
past
ask you
like
this.
10 years in NFC
Let me ask,
teams
okay, let's
won
ask the
that
last
Super
10
Bowl.
years. Say, okay, what about the Eagles? What about the Packers? What about the Lions? What about the Giants? Sorry, dude.
He just cropped us.
Come on.
This is ridiculous.
What about Washington? What about Atlanta? They're bad. They've been bad
Tom
for
Brady
so
and the
long.
Buccaneers?
Atlanta went to the Super Bowl in 2018.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And lost to Tom
And
Brady, but
now it's been 4 years since then,
Yeah.
and they've been bad. And
The
that
Bucks
was
were OP like
that
2
was-
years
yeah.
before Tom
that's my
Brady
thing is
retired.
you guys have like one spurt teams that just crush for
The
one
Bucks
year.
were good for like 3 years in a
Yeah.
row. The Rams were good for like 3 years in a row.
All right, I would say the
Seattle's
same thing.
been steadily good for the last 12 or 13
And I would say the same
years
thing
since
for
Pete
the
Carroll took
AFC.
over.
AFC's been crushing it for how long? It's been insane.
I don't know.
But I think that's just our
I wish-
bias. I
I
think
wish
that's just
that-
our division
I
bias.
wish the Seahawks would get to go to the AFC again and fucking just wreck shit.
That's hilarious.
They used to be in the AFC back in the like 80s, and
And
they
they
fucking
moved him to
crushed
the
everybody.
NFC because they were like, get him to an easier division. Get him to
Get
the
him to a
fucking
harder
easy
division.
side. All right, dude. Easy mode for divisions.
When you're-
NFC.
I don't know, they had to play
Babies'
the 80s,
asses.
90s Niners, and that was
80s, 90s Broncos were
Terrible.
unbelievable. What? We've been to 8 Super Bowls.
it. 1-3.
Yeah,
Super
that
Bowl's
was
hard.
during John Elway's era.
John was clutch. Not the best quarterback, but clutch.
Just for everyone's recollection, Clay was 12 when John Elway was in his prime. Let's give you an age reference.
When is that? When was that?
The fucking 60s.
Alright, so toxic. You can't speak to Seattle fans because you're all like this.
Okay.
They are like this.
So toxic.
Seattle fans are toxic.
Under I've
I've been saying this since day one.
Jesus.
We
We need to pull up some text message receipts. 'cause
You know
the
why?
49ers fans-
Toxic.
You know why you got moved? It's because you're the hillbillies of the.
We are not hillbillies.
We gotta get these guys out of here.
Our team is
I like the
hardcore.
blue people.
So you're
Except
telling me
you're in the 12th
you're-
man jersey.
you're telling me that Marshawn Lynch is a fucking hillbilly?
No, I'm not talking about
We're
players.
just talking about fans.
I'm talking about your entire fan base. Toxic, dude.
They are toxic, bro.
Broncos fans are all
Dude, as
just-
soon as Russell Wilson moves, as soon as he gets a new coach, as soon as he fails in his first year, unfortunately,
Yeah.
Seattle fans, oh my god, best trade I could ever imagine. He was terrible since day one. I've been calling it.
Russell
12th
Wilson wasn't
man.
terrible since day one. He took us to 2 Super Bowls.
Dude,
They
the
won.
amount of hate that guy has
That was
gotten.
because of the stupid
Seattle
fucking
fans.
1 yard line play.
He could have two.
Yeah, if he would have if Pete Carroll would have handed it off to Marshawn.
I don't know. I still like they still wouldn't have gotten it. Honestly,
With Marshawn Lynch? Dude, even
they
if they
stacked the box.
even
bro.
if they stacked the
They-
box, bro,
I
it
don't
would
think
be
they would've
over.
gotten it.
Marshawn Lynch would have
What do you
fucking
think? They tried it 2 times in a row, bro, and they didn't get it. They weren't gonna fucking get it the 3rd time.
I mean, honestly, what I was thinking was Marshawn Lynch fake up the middle, Russell Wilson on the outside.
I mean the
Like,
one
Peyton
Super
Manning-
Bowl
at the end.
Man,
I don't
the one
think that
Super
would
Bowl we
happen.
did win with Russell Wilson, it was against some team from Denver.
But I think you probably would have.
and
a
it was
better
the
chance.
fastest. What was it? It was a record,
The
fastest
offense.
touchdown or fastest scoring Super Bowl in NFL history was against the Broncos.
I mean, like I think you probably would have higher chance.
What was that?
If Marshawn ran it, but
Sure. What was the Broncos' score percentage in that year?
what year?
When
20,
Seattle beat them,
52?
2014.
2014.
Because we went to
Oh my
Seattle.
god, it was like 56 to fucking 28,
It was
dude.
insane.
Against the Broncos.
Yeah, we kicked their ass.
What was
Yeah,
their?
first play?
But you missed the question. You're glad to jump in there, toxic.
What was their scores?
I don't know. It's
Oh.
so huge though.
Yeah. But our Legion. Oh, let's finish the list. We haven't even finished the list, but I want to tell you guys about
Sorry.
something.
4?
Number 4, Chicago Bears, Justin Fields.
Dude, he's just a fucking Justin Fields sucky dicky.
Just let
This
you guys
guy's
get
always
I feel like you
I'll
don't
just let you
understand
get
the
your-
NFC, bro.
I'll just let you guys
I'm
get
gonna be
your
honest.
idiotic things out of the way.
I feel like you just don't understand the
No.
NFC. And you'll see when he gets to the rest of his list. But I feel like you just do not understand the rest of the NFC.
Sure.
What do you think?
Whatever you
Do
think.
you think
Chargers
Chicago's
fans.
number 4?
Chicago Bears are like fucking almost
10.
bottom of like. they're
So
almost bottom
again,
of
you must be missing how I'm making this list. I'm saying who's the best and who's going to be the greatest coming up in the next season. Plus, who's their best player to build around?
DJ Moore. They
No, Justin
they need to
Fields.
trade Justin Fields. They need to get a
You
fucking
guys are
pocket passing
insane.
quarterback.
You guys are insane. Listen. Number 4, Chicago Bears.
He's gonna have
Bears,
Bears on the
Justin
Cardinals
Fields.
at 1.
It was.
It was.
Good right.
Rory.
Anyway, so this is why I said Justin Fields. He's too elite not to be this high on the
He's
list.
not elite. Just because
He's not elite.
he can go like he's gonna throw the ball and then just run. Like obviously everyone's dropped back in press like man-to-man coverage. Their backs to the quarterback.
I didn't see anybody stop him last year, and they tried.
That's what I'm saying.
And they
Because
tried.
like they just go back in pass formation and then he runs up the middle when there's 3 people.
He
blitzing.
fought the Eagles tooth and tooth their last game that they played,
Yeah, because
and nearly beat them.
and what
The
was that
Eagles.
early in the season?
No, that was late in the season.
My point exactly.
That was like game 12 or 13. They're not resting their players with 5
But
games
who
left.
won the game?
The Eagles barely.
Bears can't finish. Next.
No kidding. All right, number 3, I have the Panthers.
God forbid.
This
Dude,
is
they
what
were-
is this?
They
This
were
is
number
why.
3 of the
This is
draft.
why I put them at
And
number
then they
3.
traded up.
I put them at number 3 because of how their draft went, because of how their offseason went, and because
Maybe
how
2 seasons, 3 seasons from now.
because how they're building their team. I think the Panthers are going to surprise a
Aren't
lot of people.
Aren't we
They're-
talking about next year?
That's
We're
what I
not talking about
just
5
said.
years
All right,
from
you guys
now.
are getting insane. I said the Panthers are going to be good this next
5
year
years?
because
Oh,
Jesus
so next
Christ,
year.
relax. This year, the Panthers are going to surprise a lot of people because of how their division looks. You think Baker Mayfield is going to take the fucking division? No.
I don't know. They have a better
No.
chance of being good than the Panthers.
I think the
I think the
Panthers are going to be
Saints will
better.
take the division.
Panthers have a good offensive line. They have a good running back that's breaking out. They have a really good defense right now. And if Bryce Young pans out and he is what they think he's going to be,
If he can.
Baker
stay with the
Mayfield
line.
and the fucking broken Buccaneers are not going to stop the Panthers
But the Saints will.
Mm-hmm.
with Derek Carr that you guys have consistently shit on. That
I
is-
like Derek Carr. I
that
think
he's
I
a,
don't.
you guys consistently call him a Jimmy G.
No, that's
And
the
you're
49ers
telling
fan.
me,
He is a Jimmy G.
and you're telling me
They,
Jimmy
they,
G.
they
is gonna
traded
win that.
away a Jimmy G to get a Jimmy G again. Anyways,
So anyway,
That's-
this is my
that
list. You guys
cracks
can
me up.
shit on it all you want, but we'll just see how it pans out.
I'm excited to see how you have 2 at 1.
Number 2, 49ers. And I wish I didn't put the 49ers this high because of you. Toxic fan base.
I'm not
49ers.
even toxic.
But this is the reason why
I
I put the
was
49ers.
shitting
This
on
is the
your
reason.
list.
This is the
That's
reason
the
why I
reason
put the
I'm toxic.
49ers this high because of Debo Samuel.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Not Kittle, not Nick Bosa.
They have a great
not,
team,
not
but I think
Fred
the player
Warner,
to build around is
Uh,
Debo Samuel.
not Brandon Ayuk,
No,
CMC.
no, you can get a Brandon Ayuk in the draft.
Yeah.
CMC and
Bring
Not
Ayuk's
Brock
not-
Fred
Purdy,
Warner
maybe.
and Brock Purdy are all question marks for the future. Debo Samuel
Wait,
is
who
going
else
to
is
be
a
the
question
future.
mark?
I said fucking Fred Warner.
He's not a question mark.
Somebody else and somebody else. Anyway, you can just watch it on there. But anyway, I think the 49ers are going to be great next year, but I don't think longevity is going to be any of these players except for Debo. And I think Debo's going to be one of the best players.
Because they're
in
not
the
going to
league.
have enough
For a
money to
long
sign
time.
anyone.
We have everyone under contract for like the next 3 years.
Yeah, and what are you going to do at the 3-year mark?
Draft more of them.
And they're going to be busts.
I saw how your last draft went, and it was not good.
Yeah, you guys drafted a
Because we
fucking
didn't have a
kicker.
lot of needs. Sorry.
Okay, who's your number one?
If
Maybe a
everyone
quarterback.
stays healthy.
Maybe a quarterback was a good name.
Not if Brock Purdy stays.
Darnold.
Hey, if they all stay healthy, we'll see. Brock Purdy played out of his mind.
Yeah, but he's not coming back to the NFL.
Yes, he is, bro. He's gonna be back by June.
He's not going to play.
I put number 1 Eagles. Jalen Hurts is their best player, and that's
Facts.
unanimous. Yeah,
Easily.
easily. And they're gonna be too good for too long with him. It's a lot like Patrick Mahomes.
But they also signed him to a badass contract.
Yeah, they did.
As long as that team's good at drafting, which I'm pretty sure their last draft went really well.
I feel like the Niners. Oh, we'll do draft after.
Yeah.
The Niners had a better draft.
Than them.
Mhm.
The
We'll get
Eagles?
to all
Fuck
that
no.
later. No.
They drafted a kicker, and he's like,
The Eagles had a fucking good draft if it pans out well. That's why.
exactly. That's the thing. Nobody knows how this is gonna pan out.
You can have an A+ draft and then it turns out to be the worst.
Yeah,
Unless
You
you're
can have a
Seattle.
D draft and it turns out to be the best.
exactly.
So, with my NFC projections for the power rankings,
Seattle 3, I bet. Seattle 3.
at number 5, I put Lions.
You think?
I think the Lions are gonna.
I actually
some
do like the
wonders
Lions
this
too. They did really good last year. They scored a lot of points last year.
And so I think with Jared Goff
They
still
had a lot
having
of
the
people.
mentality of I need to prove everyone wrong because everyone says he's a washed quarterback, even though he had better passing percentage than half the NFC. I mean, even half the AFC. So it's like,
NFC's bad.
anyways, so I think that the Lions are going to do really good. They're just too inconsistent to put them. They blow close games. They don't close in and they don't shut out games. They let the other team stay in it. And my example is like Seattle. So they played Seattle. It was like 31-28, and we ended up marching down the field with like 2 minutes left on the clock in the fourth quarter, and we won.
Geno Smith was amazing that game.
And
Lights
so
out.
it's just, I think they're a little too inconsistent right now, and they're still trying to figure out who they are. Okay, and then at 4,
Are we the Lions?
at 4 I put the Cowboys. They lost their offensive coordinator, and they just make too many mistakes. I think that
Typical Cowboys.
yeah, and so I think them getting rid of Zeke and moving to Tony Pollard was a great move.
Yeah, save
Great
a lot of
move.
cap.
Yeah. And I think they just need to figure out their quarterback situation because I think
I have no faith in Dak Prescott.
no.
I have
think
no
Dak
faith in
Prescott
Cowboys
is
He's
either.
threw the most picks and he didn't even play
Yeah.
the whole season.
And so there's just like there's too many mistakes for them to get better and take advantage of all the goods. Whenever something's going really good with the Cowboys, it goes really good, but when it goes bad, it goes really fucking bad.
He's never the same outside of his ankle injury.
Yeah. And number 3, I have the Seahawks.
Didn't I say that? I called it.
I think the
Call it.
Seahawks are going to be a top 3 team in the NFC this year, just because if you look at it with being the most unbiased douchebag,
NFC's not that easy.
it's not that easy.
Yeah, so I was going to agree.
I think because Geno having the year he had last year, he can either regress, or he can. Is that how you say it? Maybe I'm having a brain fart. He can either get worse or he can get better. And so, fucking poor R2D2.
Relax.
I think with Geno Smith, he can either get better or he can get worse. And if he stays the same even, then we don't have to worry about our offense. Plus, we got Jackson Smith and Igba. He's going to be playing the slot. Then we
If he
have
pans
DK and Tyler Lockett that can play outside and inside.
Tyler Lockett's old.
Did you not see any of his
DK's going to
highlights?
get 2-man the entire time.
No, because
What are
we
they
have
gonna do,
Jackson.
like
We have
Kenneth Walker
Tyler
all the
Lockett's
time?
the most elusive wide receiver in
Your
the
offensive
fucking
line is
NFC.
going to regress.
How old
Kenneth
is,
Walker's not
how
good.
old
Our
is
offensive
Tyler
line is
Lockett?
super young.
I know.
We have Abraham Lucas. We have Charles Cross at tackles.
They're regressing.
They're going on their second year in the NFL. And they had fucking amazing fucking okay. They had this.
Hope he burps like this, though.
Welcome
I know,
to the
bro.
burp,
The
the burp
burp
cast.
He literally hides his.
Welcome to the burp cast, everybody.
And so
2023.
I just think with the secondary that we have, we got Bobby Wagner back. We have a young D-line.
Bobby's old, bro.
No, he's not. Why
He is. He's
why
like
can't you
34.
comprehend that?
He's so.
And yet
Why
last
can't you
year-
comprehend
I
that.
can't
last year-
comprehend his age.
What is it? 36.
Last year he had a season,
Oh, he's
he had a
young.
season high in tackles. He had 125 tackles last year.
Broncos
Well, that was
linebackers had the
man.
most tackles in the NFL, and you guys
But
think
that's
the
not what I'm
Broncos are
saying.
bad.
If he's 35, he shouldn't have that many tackles, and he should be getting injured. He should be doing all this. But yet he's
He
still
was injured.
No, he
Never
wasn't.
say never, bro.
Bobby Wagner was never injured.
Oh,
last
Bobby
year.
Wagner. Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. I think he was talking
And
about
so
I
Adams.
just think
Bobby Wagner is the best leader on a football field out of the whole entire NFL. He is the best leader on that field. He knows how to motivate people. He was part of the Legion of Boom. And so now there's talks of this being the Legion of Boom Part 2. If everyone stays healthy, listen. If
if
everybody
I hear
stays...
that one more time.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up on
why?
Kobe.
Because you guys are terrified of the LOB?
Oh man.
I mean, that was the best defense in the NFL forever.
LOB.
It's better than the...
Brody would blow every single Seattle.
Oh, put your jersey on.
The
I'll give
Seahawks
you a
are-
quickie before the game.
You're gonna play so good out there, Chino.
The Seahawks.
After the 34 guys.
Pete, put me in, Pete. Middle linebacker.
I think with the Legion of Boom, I think with that secondary, okay, you have Julian Love, amazing strong safety from the Giants. Okay, he's going to be playing nickel. Okay, then you have Jamal Adams, probably one of the best
He
safeties.
stays healthy.
Exactly, he's probably one of the best safeties when he's healthy
Yeah.
in the entire league. No one can doubt that.
Justin Simmons. No picks than any safety in the league.
That's not what a strong safety's for.
Doesn't matter. He's a game changer. He's a game flipper.
Anyways, Cam Chancellor is a strong safety, by the way. That's what a strong safety really should be.
We actually drafted a strong
A
safety.
headhunter. Anyways, you have
I don't need to hear your whole lineup. Just go to your next
Okay,
one.
okay.
Jesus.
We're
God.
still number 3.
Anyways,
Who's bad on your team? Let's start there. How bad?
Boye Mafe are
There's nobody.
Yeah.
99 overall.
hear
The
one.
entire roster.
our left outside linebacker.
What? Who's okay? Who's your second worst player?
Probably Trey Brown. He's one of our corners.
Okay.
But now we have 3 other corners.
Did we cover that?
You can't help it, dude.
Yeah, bro.
Anyways,
You can't name one
I didn't
bad
even put
thing
the
about his
Broncos
team.
on top 5.
well, because they're not a
Didn't
top
I
five
say?
team.
I told them
Russell
before.
Wilson.
I said Brody's gonna put him top 3, and I.
Okay, you guys watch. I will be willing to put a $100 bet on Seattle being.
What is with you and the $100 bets, brother? You're putting yourself in a cave.
I'm
What's
1-1
number
right
2?
now. I'm 1-1 right now with $100 bets.
You gotta have to blow the Seattle players to get the money back.
You're gonna pay me $100 for that?
Anyways, number 2, I have Eagles. They lost a lot and they have a lot of rookies, so their defense is young. Okay, they lost a lot of. I feel like that strong bond that a team has to keep them moving out longer throughout the season. They have all of fucking Georgia's players on defense, it seems like. And so, there's people that might not pan out. Jalen Carter, the defensive tackle from Georgia. He's
awesome.
He went to his pro day weighing 30 pounds more than when he went into the season. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there's things that are going to stop him
Slow him
from...
down.
Yeah. And so I just feel like that's going to be the case with all of them. They're not used to the NFL. The NFL and college, like even Derrick Henry said, that college compared to
It's
the
crazy how
NFL,
Derrick Henry's career
totally
changed.
fucking different.
Mhm.
I mean,
Mhm.
all it takes is for you to get hit one time and you're like, I don't know if I can fucking do this.
I like
Yeah.
I like the Derrick Henry interview when he was talking about how he was like, man, I'm just getting blown up everywhere, and how he's fucking lighting people
Mhm.
up. It's crazy.
Because it's different. The environment's different. You're playing in front of a lot of people who take it fucking serious. Okay, there's people who are like,
Playing for their livelihoods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
you're
Like,
paying to get a paycheck.
paychecks.
It's a fucking job. You're not getting an NAI deal or NAIL deal. So like, you're not getting paid just to like show up. You're getting paid to play and start and everything. And so, I think that with the Eagles, that's going to be the case with them. Number 1, I put the Panthers. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was like, let's go.
I put the 49ers, and it may come to a surprise, to everybody. But I put the 49ers just because they're experienced as fuck.
They're experienced at not winning.
They are, though. It's a winning culture in San Fran.
Dude,
I mean,
we
you can't-
lost. We were on our 5th string quarterback in the NFC Championship game.
Still lost.
And I mean, Debo said it. Debo said it the best. The reason that they lost is because they were playing with 10 players.
I love that quote.
And so it's just like, you know,
It's facts,
if
though.
they
It's
had
like-
if they had a healthy Brock Purdy, if they even had, you know,
We had a really good shot at winning
Yeah.
that game.
and so I mean, they don't. That's the thing is that, you know, like even I've said that they don't need a quarterback to win.
We have a lot
But I
of
mean,
experience.
it showed that they do need a quarterback because I mean, not anybody can just throw to Debo. Not anyone can throw to just Ayuk. And so it's like, okay, they have CMC, they have Debo, they have Brandon Ayuk, they have an amazing defense. Well, that fucking whole team is experienced in winning. They've been to multiple playoff games. They know they have what it takes. It's just getting over that hump of the NFC Championship.
I think that's more of a Cal Shanahan thing, though.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like our players have the experience and have, like, the veteran status to bring that to the next level. But I think the play calling shifts. I don't know what it is about Kyle Shanahan. I think he, like, overthinks the shit.
Mm.
And then he just keeps doing, like, not normal game plan stuff that he's done, like, the past 14 or 15 games.
Yeah.
Anyways, but,
And so,
sorry.
Been a Niners fan.
yeah. But yeah, that's my list. Vikings at 6.
Great list. I like your choices.
I bet this fucker didn't even put Seattle in his top 5, dude.
Why would he?
All right. Number 5. I have the Lions. Actually.
Tough.
Really? I don't think so. I don't think that's a tough pick.
Imagine if we
I like
They
the
have a
Lions.
really good
I like
draft.
the
They
Lions.
have a really good team, and I do like their coaching staff a lot. So, and I think they're on the uppity ups.
I
But
disagree.
plus, like Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers gone.
Yeah.
Like they have
That's going to be a
Chicago.
huge impact.
I mean, that Chicago's like on the uppity up too, but I think.
I'm surprised the
Lions
Giants
are
weren't on
not
anybody's list.
I
That's
had the
what I
Jets
think.
at number 7.
All right, came in, but have Seattle at number fucking 4.
Yeah.
God damn it.
He was bitching about 3. Oh, God forbid I move him up one spot.
God forbid. He's got a point there, dickhead. Continue.
Douche.
Because I wouldn't put him up. Okay. Anyways, Seattle number 4, whatever. Number 3.
Move on.
No, I think Seattle's a pretty good team. I mean, you can't count out Pete Carroll, obviously.
Yeah, he's a fucking way better coach
They
than
had
Kyle
they had a
Shanahan.
really good draft. They had a really.
When was the last time you guys won a Super Bowl?
When was the last time you won it? 2012. God, it was like 10, bro.
14.
Well, it was in the year of 15.
2015 was ours.
Yeah, it was like
2016.
2013, bro.
Well, in the year.
It was your 2012 season, 2013 Super Bowl.
Yeah, and then it went Panthers
God,
after
he
that.
doesn't even know his own Super Bowl.
Oh,
Crazy.
it was in the year of 2014.
He's a real fan.
Yeah. Your mother!
He switches a lot.
Anyways, tell us why you had Seattle at 4,
Chiefs
please.
guy
Colby.
right here. Big Chiefs guy. Did you know Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league? He's awesome!
Yeah, exactly. No, I do think they have a really good team. But I don't think like they're there yet. Gino doesn't tickle my pickle. I don't know what
I would
it
hope
is,
not.
but he just
Weirdo.
doesn't do it for me.
What's
So-
number 2?
Number 2 for what?
I can't listen to another Seahawks rant, bro.
Gino just doesn't do it for me. I think under pressure and shit, he cracks. Can't handle it. Number 3, Cowboys.
Oh, God, that's disgusting.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
Why?
Their team's just so stacked, bro.
No, it's not. It's not really if you look at it.
It is.
On paper, it might be, but
Well, that's the thing,
play-
But they still end up winning fucking
That's
10 to
because
13
They
games
got
a year.
fucking 3 or 5 easy wins every year.
That's why I put him in number
6. They have 6 easy wins because they play
Okay,
the same
you
fucking
think-
teams twice.
Yeah, and guess what? That's automatic.
they're all
But it's
NFC
automatic
teams.
playoffs, and they usually
It
like,
pisses me off.
they always be winning 10 to 12 to 13 games a
That's
year,
because they're
even
going
though they
against
lose
the
in the first
worst.
round or second round.
Yes.
they still make it. They still win a lot of games, and that's why I put them at number 3.
Well, I think
Because I still think they're a powerhouse.
I think
I'm not even gonna lie.
If any other team, like if you guys were to play the Cowboys first round, you guys would obviously advance. So like I even think like if Seattle played the Cowboys in the first round, Seattle would advance. So I mean it's just like,
you mean last year?
and so I think if you put the Cowboys against any fucking easy team besides the fucking Giants, then they don't advance.
I'm surprised you guys didn't put the Giants
Yeah.
on your list. To be honest,
I think
Daniel
also,
Jones played really good last year.
I'm gonna put. I have a Cowboys, but number 2 got the Eagles.
Yeah. Of
Yeah,
course, this
easy.
fucking guy puts 49ers at 1.
Yeah, I'm curious
How
who your number
humble
1
are
is.
you?
I think we
Niners
have a better
lost last year.
overall team.
Yeah, the Niners lost.
Do you think you have a better overall team than the Super Bowl returning team, Eagles?
Yeah.
Yes. They lost like.
This is why I don't like 49ers
defensive
fans, 'cause they're not
players last
humble.
year. They lost like 5 Pro Bowlers last year. That's hard to replace.
So did the Broncos. But you have to understand, your team's just not going to be that good again.
No, yeah, I don't think.
Every team regresses every year.
Yeah.
Your
Well,
Super
who
Bowl
said
window
they didn't?
is over.
Yeah. Okay.
I think with Sam Darnold as your starting quarterback,
You're fucked. You're
yeah,
fucked.
you're
He's
fucked.
not our starting quarterback.
I don't
Who
think,
is?
I don't think Brock
It's
Purdy's
either
going to be
Trey
the
Lance or
same.
Brock Purdy.
Trey Lance
Trey
is
Lance has
fucked.
a torn
He's
MCL and
thrown
ACL.
200
So
balls
why
in
did you
6
break the
years.
Niners at 1?
Because they're on paper, that team looks like they can
We're
run
fucking
through anything.
stacked.
But that's
I
with
know.
Brock Purdy.
We
as
had the
your
number 1
quarterback.
defense last year. We still have all of our key pieces are in place. Literally. What position? That's why we didn't.
Defense wins championships. And
Our lot of draft, we didn't have. Our draft needs weren't that high. Like we don't have a lot of needs that we need on the team.
Most teams draft for the possible needs of the future.
We drafted a lot of depth, which we needed, and I just think the only question mark is
Who's your
our
favorite
quarterback.
draft pick that you guys got?
Honestly, bro, we don't have a kicker.
So that was your favorite.
just
No, the
think-
safety Jair Brown. I did like Jair a lot. He was probably number 1. Number 2, I know the kickers kind of picked a little high, but
I
we do
think-
need a really good kicker. Like if we had a kicker like Seattle has,
Yeah, Jason Myers.
oh my god, that'd be insane. That
That's
boy
the one
kicks like
field goal.
fucking 55, 60 yards, and he's
Mhm.
money every time.
I think
But
that your defense is locked down. Like you have a very good defense, unless they're going against DK. But anyways,
We shut DK down in the
No, you
playoffs.
did
No,
not.
we
DK
didn't.
was-
That the
yeah, he
game
was
before.
eating.
He
It
was
the game
literally
before.
double the size of both of your
Yeah.
corners.
And so I
It was
think your
game
guys'
2.
defense is really
Yeah.
good. Your defense is amazing. But when it comes to a shootout,
Did you guys get a cornerback?
no.
Yeah, we did.
Who?
In the 4th round.
Oh.
5th round, yeah. But Jair Brown is who I'm excited about because he plays cornerback /
He's like
safety.
a nickel.
Jimmy Ward is awesome too.
And he reminds me a lot of Jimmy Ward, even though Jimmy Ward was hurt a lot. Everybody, so knock on wood that doesn't happen. But
It will happen again. Your team's just
okay,
injury
Russell
prone.
Wilson
They are really
Russell
injured.
Wilson's not injury prone.
still sucks.
No, he doesn't. He
He like
sucked one year
11 touchdowns last
because he's
year.
terrible
better than,
offensive
like,
coach.
All of your quarterbacks on your roster times 700,000. Like it's fucking nuts.
I'd agree with that math, and that math checked out.
Yeah, I'm still not paying him like $50 million a year.
What do you think the 49ers are going to do this year?
I don't know. Probably, I would say at least another 10-win season. If
You'd
everyone
go to the
if everyone stays healthy, I could see
Well, that's not going to happen.
10 to 13 wins.
You're going to lose
If our-
2 or 3 of your
If
team.
all of our main people stay, like all of our X Factor, superstar players stay.
X Factor.
Madden.
This is Madden, bro.
They're out there swimming.
Yeah.
I think both of our hardest games this coming up season is going to be the Eagles.
The Eagles in our games, I
Yeah.
feel like are going to be really tough. I think that'll be a deciding one.
There's going to be a lot of motivation coming in for Seattle going against the 49ers because we got swept last year.
I know.
3 times we lost to the 49ers.
I think the same thing about the Broncos. and
So
Chiefs.
what do
We've
you
lost
guys
16
what do you
times.
guys not like about the 49ers? Like being honest, I just gave your guys' both teams good reviews. So I don't know
My
how you
team,
guys
I don't like how they don't seem humble.
The Broncos? Did you get the Broncos?
I didn't list him as a top 5, but I had him at like 7.
Yeah, I had mine at 7 also.
I had mine at 13.
So
Actually, I had mine at 8. I was realistic.
I ranked them higher than both of you.
I was
so.
I was realistic about my team. I would say the 49ers are a top 3 team, top 2 team. I think every year they're gonna get beat by whatever team is making a push that year. They are the doormat.
Choke artist.
They are the doormat of the AFC Championship. You play the 49ers, you walk into the Super Bowl.
In the playoffs.
think
In the
so.
postseason, the 49ers always fucking choke. There's always something that happens where they just like shit the bed.
That Super Bowl.
Well,
I
there's
think, was
always
an
that like
anomaly.
one unlucky play that always happens. Like against the
They're the
Rams the
Bills
year
of
before,
the
he
interception.
dropped that
He
wide
dropped
open
that, yeah.
interception that we probably would have won the game.
The
And
Bills
then-
of the NFC. I'm telling you, you
Yeah.
guys remind me of the Bills.
You guys can never.
You
finish.
have so much talent, you just can't.
I
Too
think we have
much
more
talent.
I think we have.
way too much talent.
I think I don't know.
What
I
is it?
think
Is it
first
Kyle
Brock
Shanahan?
Purdy will have more under his belt. If he's the same Brock Purdy that was
Are you
last year,
100% Brock Purdy guy, or are you a Trey Lance guy?
Purdy.
Or Sam
100%.
Darnold. That's gonna be your starter going.
I like the way Sam Darnold
Purdy,
goes chill.
Trey Lance just never. Purdy 100%. That's my opinion. But if Purdy plays like how he did last year, those last 9 games or whatever, then I think we have a really solid chance at winning the bowl. I think.
The entire thing, huh? What do you think about Seattle? Same division. You gotta play the 49ers every year.
I think it's 1-1, and then heading into postseason,
I just think if like
we am like crazy. It's like that
That
Richard
playoff
Sherman
game?
and Crabtree.
you know what the Niners kind of remind me of?
Crabtree, that's great. That was
They
fun.
remind us of like the fucking LA Clippers. We're like the LA Clippers of the football team.
Yeah.
You know when they had CP3, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, like their team was fucking stacked. But yeah, one of them always got hurt in the playoffs, or something always happened. It reminds me of the same thing. I don't know why.
What is that, a mental block? I just don't know. The
I
other
think it's
team is just like,
They cruise
Again?
through the like season, and then when it gets to postseason, it's just like
that's why I like.
We blew through the postseason too, outside of the.
Well, that's why I like the
championship.
AFC. I think it's more battle hardened. You have tougher teams to go through. So when the Chiefs get to the Super Bowl, they're gonna kick the shit out of you every time. Because the other team they're going against is soft.
I don't think so.
Patrick Mahomes
Soft.
fucked his ankle up like 6 times during the season. Won the Super Bowl.
and then he put steroids in it. Like
Sure, whatever he did, still won the Super Bowl.
yeah.
Guy's insane. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
You should see what he does against the Broncos. Kicks the shit out of them every time.
I just don't see the Broncos like. Who do you guys have? Russell Wilson,
You mean
like your receivers, your
Jerry Judy,
but he's just
Tim
a fucking
Patrick.
bitch.
Marvin-
Jerry Judy is the biggest baby. I've
Marvin
ever met.
Mims?
Okay, well,
I've
what
never
do you
heard-
I
rank
would
your
say-
team? How about that?
I would say their receiving core is a B minus.
No, I
You're
would
shitting
agree.
on our
He-
team, so let's say what's your team? What do you rank your
Yeah.
team?
In the AFC, the hardest division, I would say that they're gonna go.
Conference.
Yeah.
They're gonna go 9-10 wins tops.
From 3 to 10.
Yeah, but you have to realize last year was an outlier with Drew Lock.
You still have a brand new
With Drew
coaching
Lock.
staff.
They do have Sean
Sean
Payton.
Payton, dog. With
Still
Drew
think
Lock,
it
we
takes
had double the wins. Double the wins. Last year was an outlier. People that shit on Russell Wilson, call him the worst quarterback ever. That's wrong.
But you're going
You don't
into,
go from elite to turd sandwich to continue with turd sandwich.
if you think about it, what was that dude's first year coaching? Okay, now it's going to Sean Payton. That's his first year with the Denver Broncos. I mean, it's going to be.
And I gotta tell you, his draft
experimental.
class, exactly what he wanted. You want physical people that want to play in front of him the entire time. And that's exactly what they drafted. The players that they kept, exactly what his message is going to be. I think
don't know.
they're going to be such a stable team leaving the gate. You're not going to see a lot of bullshit. Oh, I want to curse. I think they're going to be.
I don't think.
I think they're going to be locked down this year. They're going to be so
I don't
much
think
better.
I think they're going to get 5 wins.
I think this year.
But the Chiefs and the Chargers, I put you guys at a 6 wins.
5 or 6.
But that's the thing is, you guys put the Chargers so high up. Every year that the
Because,
Chargers
dude,
are up there,
their defense was hurt last year.
I don't.
All their superstars were fucking hurt.
I'm telling you, Bosa got hurt at the end of the year. That
their
last
safety
game.
was hurt. What's his fucking
Derwin
name?
James.
Yes.
Derwin James was there the last of the year. They're not good. You guys
Was
put
it
the
called-
Chargers so high up there, but they're not good.
Who's been bottom of that division for like the past 5 years?
Raiders.
And then
Or
And
sorry,
Denver.
Vegas.
Raiders, yeah, Raiders and
I
fucking
still,
Denver. Flip-flop.
I think the Raiders are gonna get last place. Jimmy, the fucking quarterback, he's
I
gonna
don't know. I think the Raiders outperform the Broncos.
They play really good against
Raiders
the Broncos.
has your number.
Broncos
The
and
Raiders do have the Broncos number,
Yeah.
bro. I don't know what it
It's
is.
Josh Jacobs. That's who it is. That's the number one reason why he has
He
300
has
plus
your guys'
yards every time. he
I
plays.
know, dude.
He's awesome.
It has your guys' fucking
He's
number. I don't
freaking
know
awesome.
what it is, but he literally
Same
just
thing with the Chiefs. We
kills
play
them.
the Chiefs the hardest of every team, and we get within 3 every time. It'll be a
But-
38-35 shootout.
If it makes you feel better, we almost lost to the Raiders last year. Do you
We
remember
fucking
that
lost
game?
to them because Josh
Like-
Jacobs fucking had 400 rushing yards.
Josh
We
Jacobs is awesome,
came
bro.
back within the last minute and scored and went down and drove and scored, but we almost lost that game.
You guys did
we
almost
couldn't
lose.
stop
Oh, I
them.
was so
We had the
happy.
number one defense, and they were putting up fucking 35
And it was their
points,
backup
28
quarterback.
points.
It wasn't
yeah.
even Derek Carr.
So
No.
Jared Stidham.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
really
He was
good.
lining up the Niners defense.
We had
like
Jared
no
Stidham.
other.
I'm just
No
saying,
other.
out of all the teams that we got beat by last year, we lost within 1 or 2 points. Like our margin of error was so small that we lost. It's crazy. You think about the Vikings. Everyone blows the dick of the Vikings, but they were
They
the
choked.
Broncos.
They did have an 11-win season.
Exactly, they were the Broncos, but they won all those tight games. That's the
Okay,
only
can we?
difference.
Let's do. What do you think? Like your record's gonna be with Seattle?
10 or 11 wins. I think we're gonna do 2 games better than last year.
I would
Okay,
say
I could see 10 wins.
9 or 8, 10 or 7 for the Broncos.
I see probably 10 or 11 for the Niners. I don't think we go in another 8, 9. Well, no, sorry, including
9
playoffs,
games.
win like 13 games in a row.
10.
Yeah,
10 was it 10 games in
that
a
was
row?
pretty
Oh yeah,
magic,
because we
bro.
were 4-3. Everyone counted us out, and then we went 13.
Well, because
or
half the
14
season
and 3.
Seattle was number 1 in the division, and then immediately Brock Purdy comes in and fucking.
He was so
He
good.
lit it up.
He
bro.
was
he
so
played
good.
like he was not a rookie.
Yeah, he was so good.
That's what I'm saying. If we get the same Brock Purdy,
Which
but this,
blows my
here's the
mind
thing:
because
is,
that dude that came in, the 3rd string quarterback,
Josh Johnson.
yeah,
boom.
he came in and just
We-
immediately shit his
It
pants.
was
and
like-
was like,
and it's the same
He's a third
players.
string
It's the
quarterback.
same players. Like we said, the same fucking team. You have superstars all over, and you can't figure it out.
just
bro.
get the ball in their
Well, I think
vicinity,
it's just-
bro, and
he just-
they'll
It
fucking.
was
Yeah,
just
he-
panic.
Yeah, bro.
It was panic.
Him
It was,
Yeah.
fumbling
it was
snaps
tough to
and
watch.
shit.
I don't put that on
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs or on.
I mean,
Josh
it was
Johnson.
a big game though.
It
Like,
was
that's
huge.
NFC
I don't
Championship.
know.
You're playing
But
against
he's
the
a vet,
Eagles.
bro. It's not like he was a.
You know,
He's been in the league
He
for
tried
a
out for the
while.
Broncos, booted him. He
Yeah.
was not that good. He
That's
couldn't
what I'm
beat out
saying.
Brett Rippon.
That's what I'm saying. Like I just think. Okay, here's why I say Brock Purdy could be really good. It's because his mental.
You
was
guys
there.
are all could be's and would be's.
No,
and
because
you guys
he-
just carried
This
that to the
isn't
stars.
even a could or would be. Last year, he read the plays way better than Jimmy ever did, and he was in the system for 5 years.
Right.
He elevated our offense to like 28 points a game, 30 points a game. Jimmy was like a 20-point a game team, if that, and with the same fucking people,
Mhm.
same plays, same system. He just couldn't figure it out. And most of the time, in order for Jimmy, we cannot win a game if it was on Jimmy's back. We've won games when it was on Brock Purdy's back. We would have to run the ball almost every time, which we still run the ball a lot, but the run had to carry the team in order for Jimmy to throw the ball a few times in order.
That's what Seattle did. They drafted 2 running backs, and then they have Kenneth Walker. And so they're just going to run the fuck out of that ball, and then they can throw some play action in there.
Yep.
That's literally their game plan.
I do like.
I think
I do like Seattle. I'm not gonna count them out.
I don't count.
I
Seattle
think
out.
our games are gonna be a really good
I think
game.
they're going to be a lot better because we have a defense.
I'm excited for our games too.
Yeah, if Jamal Adams stays healthy the whole fucking season.
I'm positive about all of our next seasons.
Yeah.
I think
I do
Each
too.
one of our teams
Every
are
way
really
we're gonna go up. Like you guys
Mhm.
are. I think you guys do better than 3 wins, obviously.
oh fuck.
I
Barcelona,
think-
I like
you have
2
I
or
think
3.
you do better than 8 or 9 wins.
Yeah.
I think you do more than that. I think we
easily
are about the
10
same.
wins.
I think the Sam Darnold.
I think
is
we
going
all
7
make-
or 8 wins.
I think we make playoffs.
So that's the thing.
I think you,
Is-
depending on how it pans out. I mean, maybe you guys do 8
I think
wins
the
and you could
Broncos miss
squeeze
the
in
playoffs,
Well, I think they
Maybe
like
they go
one
in
or
the
two
I
height,
think
though.
wild card playoffs beat the Chargers
Maybe
to get into the playoffs. I guarantee the Chargers and I are going to be back and forth.
Do you think like maybe you guys could be in the hunt?
Oh, well, definitely. Definitely. I think Sean Payton's going to bring nothing but stability to that organization, which is
Yeah.
what we needed.
Yeah,
The players that they have, the team that they have building right now, I think we're going to go for the win.
100%.
We need it. We need it bad. We got to beat the fucking Chiefs.
So then, who do you guys think is? What do you think the Super Bowl is going to be? Who do you think is going to be the two teams in the Super Bowl next year?
I hate that.
Chiefs.
Fucking
And-
Chiefs.
I'm gonna say.
I want to say Bengals. I love the Bengals. I want this to be their year because if I have to watch another Chiefs Super Bowl, it's just
Bengals, Niners,
giving me
baby.
Patriots
Let's go.
flashback.
Bengals, Seahawks. Let's go.
Who'd you say?
Such a
You
deep.
can't handle it. That's the Bengals, Niners.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say Bengals.
I'll give you $5. You say Seahawks.
I'll say Bengals, Panthers, bro. I can't see.
Why?
I can't see.
Why
Bryce
are you
Young
so
is
high
not
on
gonna
the-
go to the Super Bowl as
Why
first.
do you think
I
it's
just-
so high? Why are you
I
so
hate-
high on the
I
Panthers?
hate-
They have no receivers. They have no
I hate
running
the
back.
Niners and I hate the
Why do you
Eagles
hate the
and I hate
Niners?
Seattle and I just hate them all, dude.
Why?
I think your division
Why?
is bad.
Why do you hate the Niners?
You
Just
guys
because
come
you
out
guys have a-
soapy clean, ready for the Super Bowl, and then you guys get shit on every year.
Why do you hate the Niners though?
I don't hate the Niners. I just think
You
you, guys
just
play
said
such
you hated
a-
the Niners.
You guys just
Right.
play.
Click
play
that
s-
I hate the Niners and I hate the Eagles and I hate Seattle and I just hate them all, dude.
Such a soft division that
Rewind.
you guys just carry yourselves through the entire season, thinking you're the shit, and then one bad game, you guys get your ass kicked, and then it's oh we had hurt players, we had this to happen.
You guys do have a lot.
Everybody
of
does that. Everybody in the
If
NFC
you
does
lost
that.
Geno Smith and you lost fucking Russell Wilson, your fucking team would be over.
We have fucking Drew Lock.
Yeah, big cock lock. You think they're losing games with big cock lock?
Yes.
Fuck no. No, that guy throws
Okay.
80 yards every time.
So you're saying if you lost your starting quarterbacks, you would be A-okay. Is that what you're saying?
In the divisional
Okay,
round.
well, considering the fact that our teams aren't as stacked as yours with Debo, Ayuk, CMC, fucking George Kittle, everyone and their mom can fucking play for the 49ers with $100,000 salary. Make that make sense.
Do the
It's
math on
called
that.
smart GM, brah.
No, it's not. Wait 3 years, you can't afford to pay 5 of them, and then they're gone.
It's called. We just restructured CMC's contract to save like $9 million.
Somebody's offended.
Let's end it here. If you guys like that and agree with us, just comment. If you hate our
Like,
comment,
comment, subscribe.